Yo, what is up? This is DevineYGO, and I'm going to be doing an update to my Mutant Dogmatika Shaddoll deck. And this is a deck I made a profile for a while back, and I haven't really done much with this list or with this build, at least until recently. Other decks I was playing got support, so I ended up just kind of like shoving this deck to the side, and then I don't know, I just got bored with this deck, I guess. Because of other decks I was playing at the time. And honestly, I feel like my Kashtira Mutant build is probably stronger than this one. And this is a long intro, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So first off, we're playing triple copies of Mutant MO5. So this is one of the starters for the Mutant portion of the deck. On summon, it adds a Mutant monster. We're also playing triple copies of Mutant ST46. Probably the better starter in my opinion, just because on summon it searches a Mutant Spell or Trap, and ideally you want to search Mutant Cry with this. And then we're playing triple copies of Mutant. So in my previous Mutant Dogmatika deck profile, Mutant actually wasn't, I believe it wasn't released yet, so we didn't have this card. But now that we do, we're playing it at 3 because it is another starter in a sense, and it's not really like a crazy starter. It just allows you to at least end on a mutant boss monster, which is ideally what I want to do, because I mean, we're playing mutants, we want to end on a mutant boss monster. So this card, if you control a mutant card, you can special summon this card from your hand, and then you can tribute this card and then banish a mutant card from your hand or deck as cost, and then special summon a monster from your hand or deck based on the banished card, but lose life points equal to that special summoned monster's original attack. Honestly, I feel like that part is kind of too much. It's unnecessary. Being able to have another card to cheat out Mutant Beast, Mutant Mist, or Mutant Arsenal is not gonna break the archetype. Because honestly, the life point losing, yeah, I feel like that part was unnecessary, especially since the deck does nothing with life point loss. The only thing it manages to do for mutants is that it allows it to splash Gold Pride into it, which I have messed around with a Mutant Gold Pride list. And if you guys are interested in seeing that, let me know in the comment section below. But anyways, onto the big mutants. We play 2 Beast and we play 1 Arsenal. Beast is a spell negate. Arsenal can target a monster and banish it. We're not playing Mutant Mist because Mist sucks. All it does is that if your opponent activates a trap card, you can banish a card from your hand or face up field. Draw 2 cards. That's it. It literally does nothing interactive with your opponent's field. So yeah, we're not playing Mist. It's not something we want to end our board on. And it's just another unnecessary brick to add to the deck. Onto the Dogmatika portion, we're playing 2 copies of Ecclesia. I actually debated about bumping this down to 1, just because we don't necessarily want to see Ecclesia. But like at the same time, we kind of do. I don't know. It's weird. It's hard for me to explain. It's like we want to see it, but at the same time, we kind of don't want to see it. And then like at the same time, if we do see it, it's not crazy bad either. But I'm sure y'all know what Ecclesia does. On summon, it searches a Dogmatika card. Then we play 2 Maximus. Then we are playing 1 copy of Flare because it's searchable. Then to end the monster lineup, we're playing triple Ash Blossom, and we're playing 1 Ghost Ogre. And we're playing 1 Ghost Ogre only because we're playing Emergency Teleport in the deck. So if we already have our mutants on board, like the mutant starters doing their thing, and we have an extra Emergency Teleport, we can set the Emergency Teleport, our opponent's turn comes, and then activate it to summon Ghost Ogre from the deck. And then yeah, we just have Ghost Ogre as another interruption. And against Raizio, it's going to be really good against Dual Drive. But yeah, that is it for the monsters. Onto the spells, we're playing 1 copy of Mutant Evolution Lab. I want to play this at a higher number, but I feel like 1 is probably the better count, or the better ratio, just because it doesn't do anything crazy. All it does is just, I mean, it can shuffle back your mutant boss monsters from your hand back to the bottom of the deck. So not really shuffle, but put it to the bottom of the deck, and then you draw one. And then also on activation, it can special summon a level 4 or lower mutant monster from your hand or that it's banished. Then we're playing 2 copies of Mutant Fusion, just because if your opponent activates a card or effect on your turn, so like if you get hand trapped or something, you can Mutant Fusion and then banish up to 1 mutant monster from your deck or graveyard as material for the fusion summon, and you can still end on something. Then next we're playing triple copies of Nadir Servant. Nadir Servant is probably ideally the best card that you want to see for your Dogmatika package. Then we're playing triple copies of Emergency Teleport. I mean, standard. This is no-brainer. Then we're playing 1 copy of Triple Tactics Talents. Playing 1 Triple Tactics Thrust. I only own 1 Thrust, but in all honesty, even if I had another copy or a playset, I think I probably would just keep it at 1. It's more in here as just another option to go into options, if that makes sense. We are playing 1 copy of Prosperity for consistency. We're playing 1 Called by the Grave because we don't want to get hand trapped. And then this wouldn't be a DevineYGO deck profile if I didn't play weird stuff or funny stuff. So we are, or to end the spell lineup, I am playing 2 copies of Duality, and the reason why we're playing Duality is because Fleur de Lis is a light level 8 spellcaster. Maximus is a level 8 light spellcaster. And in the extra deck, we're playing something a little funny. Spoiler for the extra deck. We are playing 1 copy of Red Eye's Dark Dragoon. So after Fleur does its thing, summons itself, and negates something, we can Duality, send the Fleur away, and then special summon the Dragoon. So yeah, this is just something funny I wanted to play. And then for the traps, this is going to end the main deck. I believe it's 40 cards. We're playing triple copies of Mutant Cry, and then we're playing 1 Shaddoll Schism. Alright, so on to our extra deck. We're playing 1 copy of Almirage and 1 copy of Secure Gardna. Next we're playing 2 copies of Mutant Synthesis. On Fusion Summon, it can target a card on the field and destroy it. And then quick effects, when your opponent activates a card or effect, you can activate Synthesis' effect to become unaffected by whatever card typing it's chaining to, so like spell, monster, or trap. And then I'm playing 2 copies of Ultimus. We're playing 2. Honestly, you're only gonna summon Ultimus like once, but we're playing 2 copies to dump to the graveyard, basically just for fodder for Mutant Cry to go into Ultimus. Then we're playing 1 Construct, 1 App Cologne, because we need it to search the Schism. I'm playing Double Winda, and honestly, sometimes Double Winda does come up where we can summon a second Winda in the same game. Theoretically, the second Winda is here to simply throw away with like Nadir Servant or Maximus effects to get the recycle effect to recycle the Schism from our grave back to our hand in case our opponent pops it. Just because right now there's a lot of pop effects, so if they pop our Schism, then we'll have ways to retrieve it back. I'm playing 1 copy of Titaniclad, playing 1 Entis for Nadir or Maximus effects to pop a card, Garuda to draw 1, 1 Aggregator, just because Aggregator is great for negating card effects, and then the 1 Red Eye's Dark Dragoon. Alright, so to end the video, I'm going to show a 2-card combo. In my previous Mutant Dogmatika deck profile, I think the combo I showed was a 3, or was technically a 3-card combo, but like 2.5, because I think it was like specifically these 2, Mutant ST46 and Nadir Servants, and just a random card to discard. But for this combo, it's literally the same exact combo from that video, except it's no longer a 2.5 card combo. It is now just a 2-card combo, which is nice. But anyways, so what we're going to do here is we're going to activate the Nadir Servant, and we're going to send the Garuda to the graveyard. And Garuda is actually the reason why this combo becomes a 2-card combo instead of a 2.5. So we're going to search the Maximus. And then on resolution, Garuda's effects, it'll draw us a card. And let's just say we draw just a random card. Don't even pay attention that it's a called by. It's just a random card. It really doesn't matter. Then we're going to banish the Garuda to activate Maximus effect to special summon. And then we're going to use Maximus effects. We're going to dump Apcalone and Titanic Lad to the graveyard. And then we're going to use Apcalone's effect. Since it was sent to the grave, we're going to add Schism. And we're going to discard a card from our hand. And then from here, we're going to normal summon 46. 46 effects will search Mutant Cry. And then we're going to use 46 effects, tributing itself, banishing Maximus for cost. And we're going to special summon Mutant Beast from the deck, which gives us a spell negation, set Cry, set Schism, and then end phase. We're going to special summon the Ecclesia. On summon, Ecclesia's effects will then search as Fleur, so we'll have Fleur in hand, and then we will pass turn from here. So opponent's turn, we use Beast, negate a spell, banishing itself for cost. We can then Mutant Cry, shuffling the Beast and 46 back into the deck to special summon out our copy of Mutant Synthesis. And Synthesis on Fusion Summon will target a card and pop. And then let's say our opponent's going to attempt to special summon. We can use Schism, banishing the Apcalone and the Titanic Clad to summon out our copy of El Shaddol Window. And then for our last form of interruption, we have Fleur. It can special summon itself and non-targeting negate a monster our opponent controls. And that should be enough to stop our opponent if they don't negate Window, because I mean, I don't know how they're going to out this board if they can't special summon anymore, or if they only have one more special summon. So theoretically, this should be enough to stop your opponent, unless they drew stuff to break your board or to play through it. But yeah, that is the combo. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comment section below. I just wanted to give an update on my Mutant Dogmatika deck, just because I put it together again, and I figured might as well update it while I still have it put together, because honestly, who knows how long I'm gonna keep this build together. Closing thoughts, I actually had the opportunity to playtest this deck against, I can't remember what variant of Raizio it was, but all I remember is just being able to draw stuff, or just being lucky, in all honesty, to draw stuff to out their board. Like having Nadir Servant to just dump, like, for example, the Entis or Aggregator, or having access to Maximus and dumping both Entis and Aggregator is really nice. I was able to like Aggregator the Detonator, and then Detonator was just not a problem for me anymore. But I mean, I'm not saying that this deck is good enough to like compete against the meta. Like, oh yeah, like you can beat Raizio, you can take on the top decks. You can take out Raizio with this deck. Like, I'm not saying that. Any deck can do well. Any deck can perform well. Any deck can succeed if you're lucky. Obviously, this is a card game, so there is skill involved. But let's be honest, there is like a tiny bit of luck as well. I'm sure we can all agree that there is a tiny bit of luck in this game as well, at least a tiny bit of luck. And honestly, I was very fortunate to draw outs to the Raizio board and still be able to set up something. So yeah, anyways, that's enough of me rambling. It's very late as of recording this video, so I'm gonna call it for this one. Again, let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments below, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.